Welcome back to my series on annuities. This is part 4. We're going to talk about the pros and cons of variable annuities. In my previous 3 episodes, we talked about fixed, indexed, and SPIA annuities. Today, we're going to break down variable annuities and the pros and cons of why you might want to put money in a vehicle like that. But before I get started, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and put your questions in the comments. I'll be happy to respond to you. Let's start to break down variable annuities. What exactly is a variable annuity, and then the pros and cons as you decide if this is appropriate vehicle for you. Again, I'm not giving investment advice, I'm just giving you education. A variable annuity is in essence putting mutual funds in an annuity program. Now they call them units, but they're mutual funds. They're masking and tracking to what mutual funds are out there, okay? If you're just owning a mutual fund outside of an annuity, you get all the upside, all the downside exposure to your portfolio. If it's not in a tax-sheltered account like an IRA or 401k, you're going to pay taxes every year. People don't want to pay taxes. They like to keep their money and compound it. Thus, they'll use an annuity to do what? As we've been covering in these episodes, annuities have that umbrella for tax deferral. So you take your money, you put it into a variable annuity, you're immediately going to get tax deferral protection. Let your money compound. However, different from an index protects your principal, no downside. Here's the benefit. One of the pros of a variable is you get pretty much the full upside growth that goes on inside the annuity. There's no window, there's no 1 year, 2 year assessment period like an index. It's open-ended. But if the market drops 30%, you're going to lose 30%. And you're going to wait over time to have it grow back up. If the market goes up 30%, you keep the 30%. However, the cons is there are fees or drag when you invest in a variable annuity. You're paying the annuity company for mortality and expenses. You're paying the mutual fund manager for managing the money inside that portfolio. And then there might be additional fees, which obviously the financial advisor might get compensated from. So variable annuities are going to have costs between maybe 2 to 4% internally that's going to come out whether you made money or not. So if you made 10% and you've got a 3% fee structure, your net is still 7. So you got to be aware of that when you're looking at variable annuities. There's always fees. Fees equal drag. Drag's going to pull down. If you lose 30%, well, now you lost 33% because you still paid those fees. Yes, everybody gets paid even when you lose your money. Why do we use the index? No fees, no downside. Big difference. But if the market makes 30%, you could be making that 30%. Additionally, over time, variable annuities have added another feature that will give you guaranteed income streams without annuitizing. So if you remember last episode, we talked about SPIA. SPIA is annuitizing your money in exchange for a monthly income stream or annual income stream. But a lot of people don't like giving away control of their money. So over the years, the variable annuities started to offer features that generate guaranteed monthly income. And there's a slew of different options there, and you could talk to your advisor about those. I'm not going to get into all those details today. But what will happen is you get your money growing, compounding over time, tax deferred. But again, what happens with variable annuities, same as we touched on, they are treated as LIFO from a tax standpoint. So no matter what happens with your money, when you start to pull it out, you're going to have taxes along the way. Now, sometimes people might use their 401k or IRAs in using the variable annuity. Some people might say that's redundant, double taxing or double feeing, I should say, not double taxing, but double feeing. But why do you do it? Because there are features inside the annuities to avoid annuitization and still give guarantees back to the annuity investor, okay? So again, people use it. It's a way to protect the money. It's a way to tax defer in non-tax deferred accounts. Not trying to confuse you here. You have qualified and non-qualified accounts. Non-qualified accounts are taxed as you go. Qualified accounts are tax deferred. That's your 401k and your IRA. If you're going to have money in a non-qualified account and you want to defer the tax, you can do so by using something like these annuities we've been talking about in these episodes. So remember, you have fixed, you have indexed, you have variable. All of those are going to let your money grow over time at different rates of return, some with risk, some without. If you're looking for guaranteed income stream and want to give up the control of the asset in exchange for monthly cash flow, then you might want to consider the SPIA. And if you win the lottery, you're going to have to make that decision as well. Make sure you give me a call. We'll help you make that decision. Listen, I've been touching on 4 different areas of annuities. I'm sure you might have questions. Most importantly for me, I need you to like, share, and subscribe these episodes. And if you have questions, put them in the comments. Give us a call at 844-PLANMAN. Whatever we can do to help, reach out to us. I hope you've enjoyed my 4-part series on annuities. Next time, we're going to be bringing you information on health insurance. We're going to break down private, Obamacare, group coverages in a new series on health insurance. I hope you continue to watch the show. I'm your host, Bruce Weinstein. Thanks for joining me on Ask the Plan Man. We'll see you next time.